What's up, guys? It's Chris, and today we're going to be going over the BRRRR method, which is one of my favorite ways of acquiring real estate because if you do it right, it can be one of the fastest ways to grow your rental portfolio. So what is the BRRRR method? What does it stand for, right? So it stands for Buy, Rehab, Rent, Refinance, Repeat. If this method is done correctly, it can help you provide passive income and a revolving method of purchasing new real estate through the following method. So the first thing you need to do is go out into the marketplace and find a distressed property, a beat up property, damaged property, something that's going to take some money to bring up to market value. Once you acquire the property, you're going to rehab this property into a good condition. Maybe it's just cosmetic upgrades, maybe it has issues, safety issues. Basically, you're going to fix everything that needs to be fixed to make it a livable home for a new person. So once you've brought the property up to a rentable condition, you're going to do exactly that. You're going to rent it out to a new tenant. So once you've rented it out, the next step is to do a cash out refinance to get back some, hopefully all, of the funds that you have into the property. So that way you get your cash back out so you have more funds to go find another property and do the same thing all over again. So now you guys understand the process of doing this. How do you make this work, or how does the math all work out? Well, generally the idea is to go find a property that you can buy and fix for 75% of its future value, also known as its ARV, or after repair value. So why 75%? Why do you have to purchase and rehab a property for 75% of its ARV? Well, this is because most lenders are only going to lend you up to 75% of its appraised value on an investment property. You can't go higher. You can't get an 80% or 85% loan. The general rule of thumb is 75. The next thing people usually ask is, well, what if I can't find a property that I can buy and fix for 75% of its future value? Well, I'm in Colorado and I actually have similar issues where it's very hard to find a property that's possible, right? It's just too competitive of a market. Typically, I'll end up getting it done for anywhere from 85 to 90% of its future value. And to me, that is still a good deal. And the reason for that is because I don't have to put 20% down. I can put 10 or 15% down on the property and still have 25% equity. This is a good position for an investor to be in as it offers more cushion. That's not for everybody, but it works for me. But depending on the market, you may be able to find these scenarios. I typically see most people that are able to do this are in either A, lower priced markets, or in markets that experience less appreciation, or they just have really good connections with local realtors and wholesalers. We've had to add a few hard money lenders as these are the only types of loans that you are able to get on these properties, as traditional lenders and loans like conventional FHA, VA, or even some of the non-QM stuff like the DSCR loans, they only want to rent on properties that are ready to go and are rent ready. They don't want to buy a property that has structural damage or just major concerns, as they're just not comfortable lending on that. So now you guys understand what the BRRRR method is. The biggest issue flippers typically run into is on the seasoning period requirement for the appraised values on certain loans. So I've made a video going over that for you guys right here.